Sweet Chili Games. Sweet Chili Games.
Hey, welcome to the Sweet Chili Games channel. Today I want to talk about some of these announcements that we get from the Dark and Darker devs, and some of these just some of these things that we deal with. And we're going to try and look at answering the question, are the Dark and Darker developers useless? Now let's have a look at this here. What we're looking at is some of the announcements and some of the things that they've communicated to us, and some of the pitfalls in it. And is it really the developers' fault? Are the developers useless? Or do they have way too much pressure? I have a brother-in-law, and he's Korean. And I've also been a software engineer for going on more than 10 years now. So I actually know what I'm talking about when it comes to releases and when it comes to this sort of process that they're taking. So let's go back all the way to 22nd of December. This is when I first started really getting my irk, because this was a Friday for New Zealanders, and it was 2:30, and it was the last day of work. And we got this massive patch. Awesome. Dark and Darker developers, bang on. The rogues didn't like it, because I am looking here, there's a massive nerf for the rogues, but you're actually doing a really good job here. The content that we're getting is really good, in my opinion. And the updates are really, really promising. And we constantly are getting better and better content from the devs. So I do like that. What I don't like is the fuck around. And I'm sorry to put it so bluntly, but here, let's get into this example. 22nd of December at 2:30, days before Christmas. Why are these managers forcing these developers to release patches days before Christmas when it's not completely tested? These poor developers, man. Now at 11:50, so 12 p.m, they're having to release another hotfix because it's urgent, because their last patch was so broken. They released it on a Friday, and then now they're having to work full-time over the weekend to fix it. And oh my god, here we go. 24th of December, we've got another patch. This is literally before Christmas, the day before Christmas. The Koreans don't celebrate Christmas like us, but they still get the day off. So it was on a Tuesday, they're 3 hours behind us, so we're on the same day. So this is literally Monday before Christmas Day. And oh my god, they're still here. 12 hours later, at 12:55 a.m, now we've now switched over to Christmas morning, and these developers are working. I'm not sitting there thinking to myself, what a good work ethic. I'm thinking to myself, why the hell are you releasing before the day before Christmas when everyone's away on holiday? Who's forcing these updates? They're clearly not tested properly, and that's just really, really bad processes. And here we go. Happy holidays to all. It took longer than expected, but we've now updated to an experimental matchmaking system. And this is where all the problems have occurred from. They released this on that Friday, an experimental feature with Christmas coming up. What are they thinking? It's not that the developers are bad. It's just that these processes from these managers are ridiculous. Why would you release experimental patches to matchmaking when everyone is on holiday, all your player base is on holiday, and they just want to play the game? We don't want to be sitting here for 8 hours waiting for you to fix your game because you're trying to rush releases out, like the most rushed releases. Good content. There used to be a non-tent, which is non-content developers thing going around. I believe that's completely been removed. There's really good content coming in, but now we need to fix these processes and actually refine our work before we release it to the public, because we're all kind of getting sick of sitting here for 8 hours waiting for you to fix the game every patch. Cool, we've made that point about Christmas. Now let's go ahead in time, months and months ahead of time. In fact, let's jump ahead to only a few days ago. Sunday, 11th of Feb. Still working weekends. Guys, you don't need to work weekends. These managers telling you that it's hyper important, it's not. Us gamers would rather wait and have properly released content rather than this sort of like mix and match, sort of pitch and patch sort of situation you got going on. So let's break this one down a little bit. Here we go. It's 7:45 p.m. on a Sunday. And here we go. Maintenance will be extended approximately 1 hour. All good. Happens every single one of their patches. Oh, but hang on. We've now got another hour later. It's ended normally. Thank you. Oh, hang on. This is another hour later. Many serious problems are being reported. Unfortunately, we are planning to roll back and we will focus on bug tracking for a while. This is because it was completely rushed out. I know that because of this next line. Unfortunately, we're amidst a significant holiday period in Korea, and therefore, there's only 3 people in the office. Why are you releasing? So I don't mean to yell. Why are we releasing massive patches when you only have 3 staff? It's clearly not tested. Us gamers would rather wait for your holiday period to be done so you actually have the staff to test your content before you release it, so we don't have to muck around running dungeons getting rolled back for no reason other than, I feel like it's the managers. No reason other than the managers basically sitting there saying, you must release. We promise that we will release on the 22nd. It's 8 p.m. at night. Send it out. Tick. Oh, good shit. We're good managers. We're releasing code every Sunday at 8 p.m. Good on us. The developers are absolutely ripping their brains out. They've only got 3 people in the office and it's not tested. And we're still having to go through all this crap. Look, they're up at 1:30 a.m., 2:30 a.m. fixing this stuff because they don't have the people in the office. Dark and Darker devs. Honestly, from my whole heart, we think that you're doing an amazing job. Please take your time. Stop rushing these patches out, rolling us back, making us wait 8 hours on our holidays, just thrashing out patches that just aren't even working, so you got to patch it again. Please just take a step backwards. Tell your managers to get off your back, and I know that's hard in a Korean culture, but we want properly tested, thoroughly developed patches going forwards. We don't want this crap. It's unprofessional and it's not necessary. We're not sitting here demanding that you release content now. No wonder why everyone's sitting here giving you 700 clown faces on your releases. Because it's cowboy development. Let's have a rethink of our processes. If you want to have a chat, I'm more than welcome. And yeah, just keep up the good work. I honestly do think you're doing a good job. Let's just take our time a little bit more. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy the video. Sweet Chili Games.